Hello, I am Chris, and welcome to Zinematic Gaming. Today I am bringing you some huge details on a title called CLAIR OBSCUR, Expedition 33. If you love playing JRPGs and always wondered what if we bring those mechanics to Western games, this is basically it. So stick around till the end as I will explain everything you need to know about this game. Set to launch on PS5 in 2025, Expedition 33 is developed by Sandfall Interactive, marking their debut with the title. The game also has a Steam page, so it will be on PC as well, but there's no definitive release date there yet. In this early look, I will be talking about the game's setting, story, inspiration, main characters, and the turn-based combat. Recently, PlayStation and Sandfall released the first look at gameplay, and as you can see, the game unfolds in a fantastical realm, which is inspired by Belle Epoque France. I'm not the artsy type, so you tell me what that is. One such surreal location is Flying Waters. It defies conventional physics, offering a setting that feels both underwater and not, enhancing the game's unique aesthetic. I gotta say, this is one of the fewest times I have not felt uncomfortable looking at an underwater level in a game. According to the developers, the surrealistic approach is central to the game's design, aiming to immerse you in a world where the impossible becomes possible again. Inspirations from surrealist art are woven throughout, creating a striking experience that constantly keeps you on the edge of discovery. The game does look very beautiful from the very little we have seen so far. It's like walking into an art museum. In their own expeditions, players will find remnants from past expeditions, such as destroyed structures, worn paths, and other telltale signs of previous groups that met untimely ends. In the showcase, we saw that the player characters found where Expedition 68 perished, and by closely examining the area, you can piece together how they met their tragic end. I love this investigation element in the game, although it will be interesting to see how far this aspect of the game goes. I'm not sure if it's a total open-world game or something more like Dragon Age. However, the developers have said that making fun environments to explore was a key aspect of their game design. There's also verticality to the world map, as we can see from the gameplay, with secrets to explore and find. You are on an expedition, after all. We saw the player character using tools like a grapple, climbing hooks left by previous expeditions, ropes. Apparently there are secret bosses, items, or even entire secret levels. So it looks like traversal in this game will be very fun and fluid, and it's safe to assume the world is built to reward exploration. Moving on to combat. Combat in Expedition 33 blends traditional turn-based mechanics with reactive real-time elements. During battles, timing is key, as we saw in the showcase, whether initiating attacks or defending against incoming strikes. The battle system requires quick reflexes and strategic thinking. While commands are input in a turn-based format, allowing you to take as much time as you need to establish your strategies, players must also react swiftly during enemy attacks to defend effectively. But it does look like you must rely heavily on skills and special abilities to topple powerful enemies, as basic attacks seem to do very minimal damage. There are also what looks to be timed commands that enhance damage or provide other bonuses. As battles progress, you will see the turn order displayed on the left side of the screen, giving you a clear understanding of when to expect attacks and when to prepare your counters. Parrying seems to be very important here as well, as a perfectly executed parry not only negates damage but can also trigger a powerful counterattack. It does beg the question, can we complete the game at level 1? The abilities of the party members will affect how you approach each combat encounter. Speaking of party members, we were introduced to Gustave and Lune, who are, I think, the main characters if I am not wrong. There was also one other character in the party, Mail. I think more information on party members, their background, and how we control them will come out in the coming weeks. Onto the cosmetic side. I have not seen any stuff related to character customization, but I think we will have a lot of options to customize the characters to our liking, since it's an RPG. But there's something cool we did see. Gustave has a mechanical arm, and he can charge his arm, building up his overcharge to unleash a devastating special move. The longer the charge, the more spectacular and damaging the resulting attack. Lune, on the other hand, can infuse skills with elemental affinities using her ability called Stains, enabling you to exploit enemy weaknesses with devastating effects. Character build-wise, we will have the freedom to allocate points to various stats and customize each character's build. Like any other RPG, skill points earned in battles can be spent unlocking new abilities in each character's unique skill tree, allowing for further specialization and strategy customization. The game is also said to have other progression systems that will allow you to make really crazy builds that will be revealed in future updates, so there's that confirmed. Boss fights will play an important role to show off the world design and lore. As we saw in the showcase, the boss is surrounded by flowers that granted potent buffs. Also, Lune noticed that touching the flowers pissed off the boss or something. So that's a unique addition to the game. I'm looking forward to see how we can play around with that mechanic to our advantage. So what's the game about? And what's our objective? The storyline centers on a desperate mission to stop the Paintress. Definitely a painting game. The main villain. She emerges annually to paint a number that causes people of that age to disappear from the world. And our, to be precise, Expedition 33's mission is to destroy her and end the cycle of death she perpetuates. Simple. Awesome. I'm sure there will be no twists in there. On a personal note, I am quite excited at the very first look at the game. I'm not an avid JRPG fan or anything, but I do love my Legend of the Dragoon and Persona. And I would love to play this hybrid of JRPG and European setting, I guess. The developers have stated that they are dedicated to creating experiences that both honor classic RPGs and pushes boundaries in new ways that haven't quite been done before. But these days, you don't know that until after the game drops. With that being said, subscribe to the video if you enjoy what I do. Like the video as it really helps me a lot, and I will see you soon.